Welcome to Naval Action and welcome to MoisTea Gaming. This is a shorter video today as this is a port battle. However, we managed to grab the enemy port battle fleet which were heading this way. Again, it was the Spanish. Different clan this time. It wasn't Bork like in the Spanish Armada video I did not too long ago. This was a clan we've never heard of, something like SF or something like that. The port battle itself was at Cabo Rojo, and this time I was inside the port battle. As in the Armada video, it was the case of I was in the screening fleet. But it was more of the 4F5 guys, I believe, that were doing most of the screening on this occasion. So we've just left the battle, not the battle, just left the port and entered the port battle itself here. So as you can see, we've got the fleet. We've got a few Pandoras and Bellonas and Redoubtables in there. Bit of a mixed bunch of us, but we all seem to get along quite well. We had heard in the nation chat that the port battle fleet may have been grabbed, but it wasn't actually confirmed. I think the flag which is needed to capture the port was still floating around somewhere. My job in this battle was to be contesting the circles, which, if you're unaware on how a port battle works, you need those to gain points. First team to 1,000 points wins the port battle. If the attacking force fails to get to 1,000 points in an hour and a half, then they automatically lose. You can gain points by sinking enemy ships and by capturing the circles. So I've just got the free camera out here for a little while, just while we had a little waiting time. Some quite nice visuals. Top down view is quite nice. That's another Pandora. I do like the Pandora. It's always been one of my favourite ships, even before it wasn't as good as the Hercules. Before, everybody used to have a Hercules floating around, but now it's switched around. This is one of the Bellonas. Not sailed these too much. I think I captured one or two of them from the enemy on the war server back in the day. Nice looking ships. Could do with a bit of paint on this one, I think. Let me know what you think about the free camera movement. I like to incorporate it. This is my favourite image. That's a nice shot. I like that. That is very nice. It's the interesting flag. I can't remember which one that is. Well, I know it's the one I'm currently using. So the port battle has started. Still waiting for the enemy fleet to arrive. So at the moment, we were just trying to establish where the enemy fleet was going to be plopping in. Now we have had one enemy ship that managed to get in, so we were fully expecting the rest of them to arrive. My current aim right there and then was to go and capture point B in the distance, which I am going to proceed to go to now, while the main fleet just proceeded forward slightly to go and intercept any enemy fleet which was to appear. There's the full map. You can see there's 3 circles. Each circle will give you 2 points every 10 seconds or so that it's uncontested and in your control. There's the enemy ship. Wind was a bit of a pain in the ass, so I had to do some wiggling. Gradually getting a bit away from the main fleet now. Not going to lie, there wasn't too much that happened in this battle. So I just thought I'd do a quick update that I am still playing the game. For those who are wanting more naval action videos, I thought this might just satisfy you for the time being. I know I have slacked off on it slightly, and I do apologise for that. I have a few clips of boarding clips which I'm going to be doing for a boarding video. Trying to get a little shot there. Actually did manage to hit him. So in the boarding video that I'm going to be doing, it's going to contain the approach to initiate the boarding itself. Even if it fails, I'm throwing all of them in there as well. You know, you can't just do things based on your victories. Another thing, if you do watch this video and you've watched some of my previous ones, I want to know if you've noticed the quality increase or not. I have been fiddling around with my settings on the recording software that I use. And it should look a little bit more crisp. So do let me know in the comments. Here I'm just doing attack. Some people always attack depowered, which, as you can see just there, proves you do not need to depower to do attack. It's an old myth. You only do it if you are intending to go backwards. So that enemy ship obviously doesn't want to get too close to our main fleet, but it is also going to try and contest the circle. At this point we still didn't know where the enemy fleet was. One ship alone isn't going to be doing very much against our lot. It is still strange to me having DLC ships, especially the larger ones, in port battles itself. That never used to be a thing, as crafted ships were always far superior. But as it's on the Caribbean server and things get wiped every now and again, the crafting infrastructure is nowhere near as strong as what it was on the war server, where you can get the best ships all the time. So I personally do think it keeps things fresh in that respect, although I know some people do hate that. Hopefully the vote that happened, if you're aware of that, there was a vote which meant that the server reset, this is the Caribbean server by the way, would be every 6 months instead of every 3. Personally, I agree with that, and is what I've said before the server even came to be. The ship I'm using is the Pandora. It is used quite widely now in port battles. I think that's due to the BR being 100 exactly. Personally, I always liked this ship anyway, but seeing as it's now actually better than the Hercules, it gets used a lot more. It's also very good for those 2-pounders swivel guns on the top. A lot of people say that it disorientates the firing of the other cannons. Personally, I don't think it bothers me too much, but they are very useful for boarding. Yeah, so at this point, there's some news in there that we have managed to tag the main forces of the enemy which were approaching. We were quite interested to know on who was going to turn up for this battle, as it was a clan that we'd never heard of. The player that did manage to get in was a SH player, which is a different clan to the one who tagged the battle. So we were fully expecting and ready for a full combat fleet. Fortunately for us, that didn't happen, saving us the headache. It's getting to the point now where we knew we had won. Just trying to do a few pop shots. I've actually finally got some long guns on this thing. I thought I better add, seeing as it's a port battle. You've got to equip properly for a port battle, take it seriously. Some more cinematics while we wait. I like it how you can get some really good angles in this. The modelling is really good, it brings it to good perspective. I do like the paint job on that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you think this video was worth it just as a interim. Does it satisfy your need for the middle of you know what I mean? I've not done any proper naval action content for a while. Is this enough to keep you occupied just for the time being? Was it worth my time doing this? Do let me know. I should have some time to get some actual proper naval actioning in soon. There's plenty of port battles happening. The pressure is on Pirate Nation right now. We've got the British bearing down on us, and the Spanish are also giving us quite a hard time. So there should be lots of port battle videos coming up, as well as various other battles. Now at this point it was just a case of trying to shoot the guy now. It was clear that we were going to win. I'll have to remember to raise the like plus subscribe thing a little higher so you can actually see the points. The points are there, they're just hidden at the moment. I think at this point we're around 800. Having all three of the circles meant that we were getting lots of regular points, and none of them were contested. I actually quite enjoyed this. It was quite a peaceful thing. You do forget how pretty the game is when you're in amongst all of the combat. It was actually quite a nice change of pace, to be honest. What do you think? Oh, look at that. That's Bonnie there. If you see my sails there, you can see I've got them on manual. If you get it right, if the wind is more on your side, you can actually gain quite a bit of speed, extra speed, that you would not normally get on automatic sails. You've just got to fiddle around with your rudder a little bit. Make sure you don't double tap it like I do shortly, and you end up skewing off to the side. If you watch the Armada video, the Spanish Armada video I did, you'll see me doing it in there as well. I gained an extra 3, maybe 4 knots in the Leopard I think I was using at the time, as the Ratziban got sank. Guy in front of me to the right, the Trincomalee, was Bandini, I think it was. Or was it James Flint? I can't remember. But yeah, we won the battle by this point. Time to leave. And as you can see, there's plenty of us floating around. The screening fleet did its job marvellously. And that guy that was in that battle actually got re-tagged, that Spanish SH player, and got chased down and sunk. If you're watching this and were taking part in this, and thank you for taking part, that was good show for lots of us to be there. I hope this video was worth your time and mine. Let me know in the comments if I don't have proper time to do a good video with lots of content, if this will do you for the time being. I will get some good ones in soon, and I hope to see you in the next video. Oh, and that port there is where they sailed from, and that is where we were. So yeah, see you later.